Hi there, everyone. Welcome to episode 665 of the Mike from Maine show, the place where we do daily interviews with successful online entrepreneurs. This is your host, Mike Thomas, and today on the show, we have Mark Thompson on, and we're going to be talking about a way that you can easily manage all of your content in one simple to use dashboard. Now, the reason why this is important is because you're going to be able to get free traffic from Google by putting out content throughout your different websites. Now, this free content over time is going to drive more buyers, more leads, and more sales to your business as it does with mine. Let's get into it. Here's Mark. We are here today with Mark Thompson. Mark, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me. I think we should have like a regular weekly spot now.
I really think we should. Mark's one of those guys that was on my show way back when no one knew what the Mike from Maine show was. He's definitely, we were actually talking about this before we started recording. I've seen him go through his development as a product creator, going through time, putting out product after product of high quality products, high quality software, and today is not going to be any different. We're going to be talking about a piece of software that's going to allow you to be able to publish your content much easier, all in one place. Mark, I'm going to go ahead and read off the headline here. It says, drive more qualified buyer traffic, leads, and customers to all of your sites. If you publish or manage content on more than one site, you're about to discover how to make your life 10 times easier and 10 times more profitable. So let's bring us into this, Mark. We're going to do a little bit of a demo in a bit, but before that, what's this all about? Why should we care?
Yeah, so I mean, at least one problem that we had, especially when we were doing a lot with affiliate sites, was we had lots of different WordPress sites. We had, it was like hundreds of sites, and we kept having to log in to each of our sites one by one, publishing contents, and it just became such a tedious task. And so we were going to other content writing services to get content to publish onto those sites. And it was just so draining to have to try to remember all of your logins and go to all these different resources. And it was like, man, it'd be really cool if we had just a universal location where we could connect all of our WordPress sites. We could manage all of our content marketing, what content gets scheduled and published onto our sites, all from one interface. And so, and a lot of you guys who are watching this interview can resonate if you have multiple websites, and a lot of you guys probably use WordPress already. I mean, that's what 95% of marketers use to fuel their websites. I think there's like 75 million WordPress sites out there, and it's only growing. And so we wanted a solution, and generally what happens is we create a solution for ourselves, and then we launch it to the marketplace, and lots of other marketers start using it as well. So that's kind of a win-win situation for everyone. We benefit from it internally, and then other people can start to leverage the platform that we've built, and that's what we did. And so the product is called Publish Vault. And it does exactly what I just told you. You link all of your WordPress sites into one centralized dashboard, and then we've also created some really cool integrations with two services, iWriter and TextBroker. So if you don't have an in-house staff, you can go out and find literally thousands of writers who can write content for your sites. And obviously, content is what fuels the web. We understand this. If you just create a website and there's no content, no one's going to find you, and you're not going to make any money, regardless of what the site does. And so with this integration, you don't have to go to those sites separately and post jobs and get that content, then go back into your WordPress sites and publish it. It's all done from within the interface. And so you can favorite those people, you can start to find writers that you like, and you can start to build an army of qualified and relatively inexpensive writers to help with your content marketing strategy. And so that's really the foundation of what the product does. There's an editorial calendar, and there's an idea generator and things like that to help with your content marketing. But really, it's content marketing in a box, and it's really meant to manage that entire strategy for you within one platform.
So if I get this right, you can either, you can go out there and you can use these websites to outsource content to and have it all kind of integrated into the system, or you can just use it for yourself or your outsourcers and be able to have everything all in one place. You don't necessarily have to do that to go out to other places, but if you want to make your life easier and you want to be able to have all your content kind of connected to that in one place, then you can do that as an option. Am I correct?
Yeah, exactly. So there's a user management component of it. So if you have an editor, if you have content writers, virtual assistants, whoever, you can add them in. You can add them to specific websites that you have inside of your account, and they'll have access to that, and they can submit for review and publish and schedule content. They can do all of the functionality that's inside of Publish Vault. So, or you can go and hire people using those third-party services like iWriter and TextBroker, which have literally thousands of different writers, and you can segment by what type of writer you want, what quality of writer you want, how much you want to pay, how long you want your content to be. All that kind of stuff can be done right within the platform.
Now, this is specifically for people that have more than one website. So when you created this, was there anyone specifically that you were creating this for? Is this for people that make niche sites, or people that are doing like content marketing, trying to get as much traffic as they can through the Google organic search? Like, what was your goal here?
Well, I mean, it caters to a lot of different people. So, I mean, you can be just that one. Maybe you have one authority site, and you're trying to really ramp that up. Then the platform is great for you because it has the idea area where you can all of your users or anyone who's inside of the system can generate ideas, and you can collaborate on that idea. And then once that idea, you want to turn it into a post, it's really easy to do that inside of the platform, and you'll be able to see that in the demo. And then there's also the ability to just manage an editorial calendar, so you can see what content is getting scheduled out over time, and make sure that you have a nice flow of content. So it can be for just one person that just has one website. And that's all they focus on. Where there's added value are the people who have lots of websites, that like building out niche websites, affiliate sites. If you're doing launch jacking sites, if you're doing, if you manage lots of different authority sites, that's really where you're going to see a lot of the value. But I mean, really, it can be literally any type of WordPress site you can bring into it. And so I'm a systems guy. I love having processes in place. I guess it's one of the ways that I've been able to scale my business and build out lots of pieces of software, because I always look for ways that I can be more efficient. And time really is money, and especially for online marketers, I can't stand when there's something that I'm doing that there's a way to improve on it and save myself time, and that's really what the core of this application was meant to do. And if you're saving time, you're also going to be making more money, whether it's less overhead, whether it's less, more time devoted towards things that are making you more money.
And in keeping that in mind there, things that are making us more money, most of us are not necessarily writers. We're marketers, and we're doing this.
Right.
We're not doing this to become a full-time writer. If we wanted to do that, we'd write a book or something like publish on Kindle or whatever. With this, I feel like, and there's 2 points I wanted to make here. The first one is we can spend more of our time kind of managing our sites and being the overseer, the boss of our business. But still at the same time being able to have an overhead view of what's going on inside of our business. So we're not kind of running around having to check this, make sure this is being done. You can be in control of your business there. The second thing I wanted to point out was when you're publishing online, one of the biggest mistakes you can make, and it's an easy mistake to make, because we all know that people say content is king. The more content you have, the more free traffic you're going to get from Google, the more likely you're going to get indexed and ranked, yada, yada, yada. Well, if you want to be able to have all of your content in one place and be able to rank it, you're going to need people to be doing this for you on an editorial schedule. So if you don't have it all scheduled out, and you put it all out there at one time, it's not going to look natural to Google. It's not going to look like they're going to go, oh, look, this guy just used some piece of software and just threw all this content out there. With the editorial calendar, you can make it so that, okay, I've got all this content. Maybe you get it all done in advance, but then over time, you can say, okay, this content's going to go out on this day. This content's going to go out on this day. And it's good for Google. It's also good in the eyes of your readers. When people know that they're going to come back to your website and they expect that, okay, every day there's going to be a new piece of content, they're going to start coming back and checking, and they're going to know that there's going to be new stuff there. So I think there's a whole bunch of advantages to having a platform to doing it like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, believe me, this product is not the push one button and make $1 million product. So if that's what you're looking for, this product is probably not for you. But this really, if you have multiple sites, or if you work with any type of WordPress site, this is a great product, because it's just, content is what fuels the web, and we all need to have a content marketing strategy. And this hopefully makes things 1,000 times easier to actually implement a real content marketing strategy. People always hear it, but do they actually do it? And so this is hopefully that platform that will make your life a lot easier with the, being able to bring in your virtual assistants or people that are helping you with that strategy, or being able to find writers out there who are relatively inexpensive to help create that content and do some of the heavy lifting. So, I mean, if any of you guys are running WordPress sites, you understand that pain of having to remember your logins and go in and out. And really, when I was building out affiliate sites, I really didn't start making a lot of significant money as an affiliate until I started creating 10, 20, 30 websites and started to scale out that model. So if that's you, if you're someone who's an affiliate, you're building out niche websites, you probably feel that pain. If you've only created 1 or 2 sites, you probably have to scale that model out, and this is a perfect solution for being able to scale it out really easily.
And at the same time, one of the biggest mistakes that I made when I was doing a lot of sites is I wasn't concerned with the quality of my content. And I was in the mindset of, let's just get as much content out there as I can, and I'm going to get as much traffic and make money from it. Well, now I feel like you need to be a little bit more concerned with how good that quality of content is. So if you're going to be putting it out there, either hire someone in-house to do it for you, or you can integrate with these external platforms to be able to have high-quality content that Google is going to like. Mark, let's go to a demo video here where I'm going to have you show us exactly what's inside, and we'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Okay, so welcome inside of the Publish Vault demo video. I'm going to be walking you through all of the features and functionality that this content marketing and collaboration tool has to offer. And so whether you have only one site or multiple sites, this is such a great piece of software where you can collaborate with writers, your team, to ensure that your content marketing is efficient and effective. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through everything. And what you're looking at right now is the dashboard, where you're going to be able to add all of your websites and then be able to schedule, post, write content all from within one central location. So let's go ahead and start adding our first website. And you'll notice that things like recent activity, pages and posts, all of this will start to populate as we start to add websites and start to create content and that type of thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on add a new website. And what it does is just walks you through simple instructions. We're first going to install the plugin. Okay, so it's a simple WordPress plugin. And we're going to go into our WordPress sites. And I'm going to click on add new. And I'm going to install that plugin. So I'm just going to upload that plugin and install that. And then I'm going to activate it. And then this is what's going to allow me to connect Publish Vault with my WordPress site. Okay, and so you would do this for each of your WordPress sites. And I'm just going to click on connect. Okay, and now I'm just going to add in the name, the campaign name or the site name, as well as the domain URL. So once you hit connect, it's going to take you to this screen where you can go in and you can click on that little configuration icon, and you can start to import as many pages or posts that you want to. So say that I wanted to start to import any of these pages that I want to maybe edit later on. I can go ahead and do that, or I can select all and then begin the import process. Okay, so it's imported all of those posts. And so now I can see all the different posts that I have, the title, when they were last updated, and then also I can filter by any content that may be published or in draft or scheduled status. Okay, I can also see that with my posts, and I can go in here and I can click on edit. And I could go and I could edit any of the content that's in here already. I could edit the title, and then I could preview the post. I could delete the post, and it's very similar to the WordPress layout that you're probably used to. Okay. Now you can also go back into Pages and Posts, and you could add new, and then you just select which website you want this piece of content to be published to. So if you have multiple sites, you just select which page or which website it's going to. If it's going to be a page or if it's going to be a blog post, okay. And then if you want this to be a draft, if you want it to be published, or if you want to schedule it for a later date, I'll leave this as a draft here, and then this will be, title. Maybe I will schedule this, and I'm going to want to schedule this for, say, tomorrow, and it's going to be at noon. Okay, and then this is my content, just very similar WYSIWYG editor that you have, in WordPress, and I'm going to click on Save. So now you can go over to your calendar. And this is an editorial calendar, which allows you to see all of the content that is going to be published on that specific website. And you can filter it by website. So this is great if you are trying to ensure that you have consistent content on your site. If you're running any type of blog, you can go in and you can look by month, by week, by date, and you can see which content is going to be scheduled to go out. And like I said, you can just click on which website you want to filter the content by, and you can see which content is going to be published. Now you can also connect a Google Calendar. If you have your editorial calendar through Google Calendar, you just do a one-click connect, and you could add in any existing editorial calendar that you may have inside of Publish Vault. Okay. Now we also have this ideas area where if you're working with writers and you're collaborating on ideas that could potentially be blog or article content, you can go in here and click on New Idea and select which website it's for, and say, this is my idea, right? And then I can save this, okay? And now and so now that idea is stored, and I could go back into this idea and I can convert it to a page or a post at a later time. So this is a really great kind of repository where all of the contributors for your site can go in and just kind of spark ideas, which could then lead to content that you publish onto your website. Okay. Now we also have a few different options here in terms of who do you want to help collaborate with on your sites. Now we have a full contributors user area where you can go in, you could add a contributor, give them a name, email, and their password. You can select which campaigns or which websites they should have access to, and then give them permissions. Should they be an editor, which means that they can go in and publish content? Should they just be an author where they have to submit it for review? Okay, so you can give them the appropriate permission based on what type of contributor they are. Okay, so you can add unlimited number of users to each of your websites. Okay, now we also have this writers area where we've integrated with two of the largest content marketing and writing databases on the web, iWriter and TextBroker, which both have thousands of writers, all different quality writers, depending on what you're looking for, and in all different types of categories. Okay, so all you need to do is create your account in both iWriter and TextBroker, and once you've done that, you can do everything from within Publish Vault now. So you can create job postings. You could also favorite people. So if you find certain writers that have been writing good content for you, you can save that and reuse them and use those writers over and over again. So you can keep track of all the content jobs that you have out there, and then it gets funneled right into here, and you can go and schedule that content onto your sites directly from Publish Vault. Now, for the sake of this demo, I've already configured my iWriter account, so I'm just going to go in to the dashboard, and you'll be able to see all the different articles and test articles that we've had in here, and you can see the status, and these are really just kind of mini projects inside of the dashboard. So you can have someone write multiple articles within one project, and you can go and view them and see, are they, what kind of status they're at. Are they in progress? Are they pending? Are they completed? And then once the articles are done, you can download the article, you can view it, and then publish it to your websites. Now we also have this little heart icon, which allows you to rate and also save the specific writers that you've used in the past. So again, if you find writers that you like, you can use them again and again. Okay. Now we have this little money icon that just shows you what the balance is in terms of how much you have in your iWriter or text broker account. What type of this is an escrow. So if you go and submit a project that you want someone to write, iWriter will keep it in escrow until it's actually completed, and then they pay the writers, and then you can see what your available balance is. Okay, so it's very, very simple to go and manage. You could have literally lots of different articles being written by tons of different writers, and it's very simple. You just go to Add Article, create a title for this particular writing job. Okay, select which category that your article is going to be about, and iWriter will go and match writers that are relevant to this category. So say that it's going to be in computers and technology. I want a 500 word or length article, and then you can choose which quality of writer you want. Now, obviously, the higher the quality, the more expensive it is. Okay, so that really just depends on what you're looking for. Now, a blog post may have different quality than a press release, than a article. So it's completely up to you. And then you can select the keywords that you want to target for that post. And then you can have specific a purpose of the article, and give them a description about what you want this content to be written about, how much you want to pay them, and then also the writing style. Do you want it to be friendly? Do you want it to be a professional tone? Basically, we've taken all of the data or all the fields that iWriter and TextBroker provide, and it's all funneled right into one universal area. So you never have to leave this portal. Okay, and then you just submit this article, and it will go into the iWriter or TextBroker database, and that's when people will start to bid on the job, and you can get that job fulfilled, and then you can start to publish that content. So now I'm back on the dashboard, and as you can see, as we started to import content, started to create ideas, started to add in pages and posts, you can see all the recent activity is starting to fill up on my dashboard. And obviously, if you have more contributors, you'll be able to see what everybody is doing on your team for all of your different websites. So this is so powerful, guys. Especially, usually if you have one website, you generally have more, you have lots of sites, and it's such an easy way to import all of your content and manage it from one interface. So if you're an affiliate marketer and you're creating niche websites or niche blogs, or you're an Amazon affiliate and you're creating product review sites, or if you're doing launch jacking and trying to optimize specific blogs for launches that are coming up, trying to get them to rank in Google, or even if you're an authority site and you have 10, 20, 30 different writers, and you want everybody to be on the same page, where you have a central repository for ideas, an editorial calendar to see exactly what is getting published onto the site at any given time. And it's such an easy way to just basically put your content marketing on steroids. And we created this product because we had this internal issue of, having to log in one by one to all of our different WordPress sites, then having to go and hire writers from different, writing sources. And it became a real nightmare to try to manage all of this. And so, as you can see, everything is into one interface, and it's very clean, and time is money. And this is a simple, straightforward way to connect all of your sites, get all of your content published, and for everybody on your team and whoever is collaborating to be all on the same page. So now we have a special offer going on for a limited time for the first week during this launch, where you're going to be able to get access to this product at a one-time low, basically what it would cost you to go out to dinner. And now there are other solutions out there that help you with editorial calendars and content marketing, and they charge hundreds of dollars every single month. And you guys are going to be getting access to this with really no limitations. You can connect all of your websites, unlimited sites. You can add all of your contributors. You can create as many pages and posts. You can schedule as many you can use as many writers on iWriter and Text Broker as you want to. There really are no limitations, and so we're going to be offering this at a very low discounted rate. And so now is your chance to jump in on this content marketing platform. And as you guys know, content is the wave of the future. We work with lots of clients that pay us thousands of dollars every single month just to manage their content, because they realize that content fuels the web. And if you don't have a streamlined, effective content marketing strategy, you're going to be left dead in the water, and your competitors are the ones that are going to reap the benefits and generate that steady traffic, which is ultimately, ranking your content and your websites on the first page of Google. Okay, so go ahead and jump in on this, become a charter member now, and we'll see you guys inside of the members area.
Is going to make you money is by scaling whatever it is that you're doing. So say that you're able, just yourself, to be able to manually go and manage 2 sites, 3 sites, maybe like doing affiliate sites or niche marketing. Well, now hopefully what this platform can do is help to take you from 5 sites to 30 sites to 50 sites. And so if each site is generating $200 a month, well, times that by however many sites that you can now manage inside of the platform, and you can scale whatever strategy it is that you're doing. Now, in terms of specific strategies, there's lots of different ways you can do it. A lot of people do, like as an affiliate, you can do what's called launch jacking, where when someone has a launch coming up, you create a WordPress site, you push some content that's optimized for that launch, and when people go to search for that launch in Google for a review or a discount or bonuses, your site ranks, and people go to your site and they click your affiliate link, and then they buy the product, and you make a commission. And so there's products that launch all the time, especially in the internet marketing space, but also in other industries. And so you can create lots of sites and manage all of those right within inside the platform. Where I see the biggest sweet spot for this platform is the niche marketing. So people who are creating sites in dating or weight loss or personal development, or there's countless industries that you could go into. It could be for Amazon affiliates, so people that are creating Amazon targeted sites and creating content around a specific product, and you're trying to get that to rank well in search engines. It can be for authority bloggers who are just around one specific industry, and they have lots of writers, and they need to be able to manage all of those writers and have some sort of a universal editorial calendar where those writers can go in and say, oh, okay, well, I see here are all the different ideas that are out there. Oh, let me take that idea and I'm going to go run with it, and I'm going to create content or a blog post around that idea. So, there's lots of different directions that you can go depending on what your online business is. But I think the biggest thing is that scaling and easily growing whatever strategy you choose is what this platform is going to be able to do, which ultimately is going to make you more money.
A lot of times, software like this has a limitation on how many sites you can add to it, or there'll be a price for like 1 to 10 sites, 20 to 50 sites, 100 sites, etc. How's that going to work with this?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So there are some other solutions out there that are similar to what we do, a little bit of a different feature set, but the core of it is being able to have an editorial calendar and be able to publish content, manage content inside of the platform. Now, up until now, it's really been for larger corporations where the price points are literally $500 a month or more with all sorts of limitations. And so this platform is really meant for the small to medium-sized business owner, the entrepreneur, with really no limitations. I mean, you can add as many sites as you want to, add as many users as you want to, create as much content as you want to. So that's one of the, I guess, competitive advantages we have that compared to some of the other ones, is that those platforms out there that are catering to the larger corporate enterprise level companies that are paying hundreds of dollars a month or thousands of dollars a month, you know, that you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about limitations, and the price point is that really a no-brainer. I mean, if you get in at the ground floor, we're going to have a special for the first week. It's a one-time payment at, you know, basically less than what you pay for going out to dinner. So it's to us a no-brainer and an easy choice to have in your marketing toolkit.
And during launch week, that's going to be a one-time payment. Like, you pay it once and you have access to this forever, or you're paying monthly, or how's that work?
Yeah, so yeah, it's one time, and you'll get lifetime upgrades and enhancements as we start to improve on the tool. And so if any of you guys have purchased any of our products in the past, a lot of times with a new product, we like to get people in on the ground floor, get, you know, a few thousand members using the software and making sure that everything's working how it's supposed to work, and then gathering all of the feedback from you guys, and then creating additional, you know, versions after that. And that's the goal with this product as well. So if you get in on the ground floor, we're going to obviously be very receptive to your feedback, and then continue to improve on it as we move forward. So
after they purchase that product on the sales page, what kind of upsells or one-time offers should they expect?
The first one is our agency license. So if you're working with clients or your marketing agency and you want to use Publish Vault for your clients, you'll be able to manage their sites and publish content through the platform. So that's a one-time payment. It's $97 right now. I don't want to promise that price will stay there. It might go up. It won't go down, but that's what it's at right now. So that's the agency license. The second one-time offer.
Hold up one second. Because that is interesting there. Because I can see, like, I see the use, of course, for the one on the sales page. If you've got your own business and you want to manage your own sites, this brings up whole new realms of possibilities when you have the option of being able to manage other people's sites, because you can go out there and maybe you probably already thought of all these situations with this, but you can go out there and you can approach businesses and you can say, look, like, I'll manage all your content for you. I see that you have a business here and you're trying to you're a contractor, or you've got an internet website and you're trying to get more traffic. I can get you more traffic, and I can get it for you not just one time. I'm not just going to send you a click from Google AdWords or a Facebook ads click and then it's gone. I'm going to create a long-lasting asset for you as far as content goes. I think that's something that people need to remember, is that this isn't something that's just it's going to be a fleeting little bit of traffic and then gone. This is something that's going to be there forever for them, and there's a lot of value in that. You can say, I can offer this for you, and you can do it pretty much hands off if you are outsourcing the content or you bring in someone to work for you internally. All you have to do is manage that. I thought that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. And companies are paying literally thousands of dollars a month for other companies to manage their content because they realize the value of content. And so before I started doing a lot with software and product creation, that's what I did. I was managing other companies' marketing campaigns, and people were paying us $500 to $5,000 per month just to manage their content. And now we didn't really have a solution like we have now, so we were managing everything manually, which was a pain in the butt. So I wish I had something like this when I was doing a lot of the content marketing. It would help me to scale and be able to have more clients so that I can, obviously make more money that way. So yeah, if you work with clients, or if it's something that you're looking to make an additional revenue stream, then the agency license is a perfect solution for you.
Okay, now I'll let you go on to the next one.
Okay. The second one-time offer is we've partnered with a product called Wordbotic, and Wordbotic is a pretty amazing piece of software. We reached out to them because we thought this would be a perfect solution for anyone who purchased Publish Vault. And what it does, it helps to create content automatically for you. It's really it's patent pending. There's nothing else out there. And what it does is you choose what industry you're in or what topic you're going to be covering. You answer some questions, and it will literally write out content for you. That and I've used this. I've used this before, and we actually use it for some of our niche sites that we still run. It actually writes content better than some of our virtual assistants. Like you read the content, and you're like, this is pretty amazing. So. There's a demo video on the page. So when you get to the Wordbotic one-time offer, definitely watch the demo and see just examples of some of the copy that it creates. But it's almost like having a writer on staff that you don't have to pay. And it's so cool, and we love it. I mean, and so we worked out a special offer with the product creator to give you guys an unbelievable deal. So that is the second one-time offer.
Mark,
so
is that,
if any of you guys,
is that unique content? Is that stuff that's going to be like,
oh,
you
yeah,
need to rewrite it at all, or how's?
You don't. I mean, first of all, it passes Copyscape. It's 100% unique. The only thing that you may want to edit would be if you want to put in an affiliate link, or you may want to tweak something. But I mean, it writes out the whole blog post or article for you. And you could spend a minute or 2 minutes tweaking it if you want to. Like I said, add a link or add maybe an additional keyword if you're just trying to tweak it for optimization purposes.
So you could use that software, obviously, along with this, and have that create your content for you.
Correct.
Cool.
Correct. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons that we wanted to offer this as a one-time offer, just because of how relevant it is for everyone that has invested in the Publish Vault.
Cool. And I think you've got one more in there.
Yeah, there's one more. This is our DIY links platform. So it's our link management platform. So one thing that we used to do, we used to manage link building campaigns on an Excel spreadsheet. So it became really hard to do that, especially when we tried to scale and manage multiple link building campaigns for our sites. And so imagine an Excel file online. So it's an online link management portal where you can add in all of your different websites. And what we do is we have a team of link builders that all they do all day, every day is go out and find high-value link targets. Directories, forums, social media sites, content sites, PR and article sites, review sites. I mean, all different types of categories in terms of what type of links you're looking to build. And we give you step-by-step instructions for each link target. Like, here's the link, here's where you go to build the link, here's the their Moz rank and their page rank and all that kind of stuff. And you can add notes, and then here's instructions step-by-step on how to go and build that link. And you can add in users, so there's a user management area for if you have outsourcers or virtual assistants that are helping to build links. And as you guys probably know, in order to rank your content, building backlinks to that content is what's going to help it rise to the top. And so, again, this is just another really relevant one-time offer that we feel anyone that has invested in the Publish Vault, this is a perfect pairing because it helps to manage all of your link building campaigns.
Mark, I know that tomorrow on Thursday, you guys are officially launching at 11 a.m. Eastern. That's going to be when people can get it at its cheapest price. I think you're also going to be doing something at 10 a.m., an hour before. Tell us a little bit about what they can expect if they sign up for that. I'll have a link above the interview before the launch time if you're interested in signing up for this pre-launch webinar.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing some training on content marketing. We're going to be talking about how to create quality content, how to come up with content ideas, how to get people to click on your content. And then we're going to be also doing a live demo of the platform, and we're going to be taking any questions that you guys have. So we'll be doing some Q&A. That webinar will go for an hour up until 11 o'clock when we open the cart, and then we'll also have a special link for you guys to purchase Publish Vault at the lowest price, kind of our introductory price. So if you do join that webinar, you'll obviously get some great value from the content, but we'll also be showing you guys the platform, answering any questions, and then you'll have a special link to go and grab the product.
Mark, again, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Is there anything else, anything we missed, anything you wanted to mention before we wrap it up?
I don't think so. I mean, I think the biggest thing is so many people, and one of the reasons that they fail online, and hopefully you guys can see through this. Content is what fuels the web, and it's only getting bigger. And that's why when I did a lot with managing clients, it was such a massive revenue stream, and it still is. We still actually have clients that pay us to manage their content. I don't focus on it as much anymore, but just because of all the products, and I enjoy the software side of things. But content is only getting bigger, and people are realizing it. And the companies, large or small, the ones that are focusing on content and their marketing strategy of that content, those are the ones that are going to be building long-term successful businesses. Regardless of what type of content it is, whether it's text, it's video, it's images, you need to be producing content and have a streamlined way to publish that content and get it out there. And so that's one of the reasons why we love Publish Vault. It's one of the reasons why we created it, just for our own internal use, and we hope that you guys are going to see the same value as well.
And really quick, along that line, like one of the biggest reasons why instead of just doing sending an email out for my internet marketing promotions and saying like, here's a link to a YouTube video, or here's a link to my interview like on YouTube or whatever, the reason why I have a blog or a website or whatever you want to call it is because after I create the content, it's not dead. Like when you go out there and you send an email out, you send an email out to a link, people go to the link, and then it's kind of that email, it has a very short lifespan. But with content, it's there forever. I get traffic from articles that I published 2 years ago. Or I'll have an interview that I did with you way back, and people are still watching that. People are still going to that page, and it's getting picked up in the search engines. I've got text on there, I've got videos on there, I've got images. It's still getting picked up. It's still bringing in traffic. I've got my opt-in forms on there. I'm getting leads from that. So I think it's important that if you're running a business and you want to look at this in the long term, by creating that content, you're creating an asset for yourself that's going to keep on making money for you over and over and over again throughout time. So just my little note there. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's the difference between those traffic spikes where you'll get traffic for a day and then it goes down, and then it's a lull, and then traffic spike and it's based solely off of your email list, which obviously your email list is probably your biggest asset in your business. But in order to get constant sustainable traffic that just keeps on going up, that's when you need to continuously create content similar to what you do in your blog, right? I mean, if you just stopped creating content, people are still going to find it from all the archived content that you have on your site already. So
definitely, and you can actually see, if you look at my stats, you can see exactly Google search, and I can see over time, just because of the amount of content that I put out there, over time, that free content from Google just keeps going up and up and up because my library of content that I published keeps continuing to grow. Mark, again, thanks for coming on, and best of luck with your launch.
Thanks for having me.
I hope you enjoyed the interview today with Mark. If you are interested in picking up Publish Vault at its lowest price, you're going to want to come back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern when it's going to go live. Plus, you're going to be able to get my special bonuses along with it. Also, they are going to be doing that 10 a.m. training webinar. If you click on the link above the interview and it's before that launching time, it's going to take you to this page right here where you can sign up and you can attend that webinar to learn how to generate thousands of clickable high traffic ideas for your content, overcome the top 5 common content marketing roadblocks, plan your content calendar for maximum exposure and increased productivity, create a simple hands-free system for high quality content creation 100% of the time, and leverage a new platform that helps to manage all of your website's content from one central location, plus how to get a limited time 70% discount. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.